to import full container loads individually and rely on consolidation to remain competitive. Cargo to come in groupage is consolidation, it's legitimate, and we can't ban it. What we have banned, or what we have stopped, is the use of container leaders. Now, Fiona, the good news I have for you is that among the new tax proposals,
now you can get direct answers. Send your tax-related questions via WhatsApp or SMS to 0790-141-887, and the Commissioner General of URA, John Musinguzi, will personally address them. Tune in to UBC News Tonight every Monday and Wednesday for expert insights and clear explanations. Booza Commissioner.
Exercise can't be sustained. Eating can't be stopped. It's even harder to lose weight. Come and give it a try. Ginshikang L-carnitine chromium capsules, plant extract, scientific ratio, take 3 capsules each time. The active ingredient accelerates fat burning, eat twice a day, don't take a detour. Weight loss starts now. Ginshikang L-carnitine with chromium capsules helps you stay in shape. Please follow medical advice when taking this product. For more information, visit our website www.hgo.com or call 0800 335555.
Understanding AI and the power of data is still a complex subject in many organizations. That's why task managers, in partnership with Macquarie University Business School, invite you to the second Data Analytics, Artificial Intelligence and Data Governance Symposium on November 11th, 2025 at the Sheraton Kampala Hotel. Join industry leaders, innovators and data professionals as we explore how AI and data analytics are revolutionizing businesses across the globe. The guest of honor will be Michael Ating Ego, the Governor Bank of Uganda, while the keynote speech will be delivered by Patrick Ayota, the Managing Director, NSSF. This symposium is your gateway to future-proof your organization through data-driven insights. Register now for only 300,000 Uganda shillings. This symposium is sponsored by NSSF, Next Media Group, Africa Data Age, and Pro Entertainment.
Step into a world of excellence, comfort, and pride with Royal Foam Furniture, crafted to perfection right here in Uganda. We bring you state-of-the-art living room furniture and bedding products at affordable prices. Our wide variety of mattresses include orthopedic, pillow top, spring mattresses suitable for institutions like hotels, and many others for home comfort. With every piece telling a story of royal excellence, our products are built with the highest quality materials made to last. Experience royalty with Royal Foam Furniture, proudly made in Uganda, so buy Uganda and build Uganda. Visit our showrooms at Ginger Road, Chambogo Junction, Bukota Chisasi Road, and on Victoria Mall, Entebbe, on the first floor.
When you want to relax your body and refresh your mind, welcome to Hotel La Confidential, Aroa's premier destination for luxury and comfort. The only hotel in Aroa City offering a serene atmosphere, breathtaking scenery. Come and discover our exclusive wellness club with packages that include a fully equipped gym, a rejuvenating sauna, steam bath, and a great sky blue swimming pool. For events, our state-of-art conference halls and versatile event spaces are perfect for hosting shows, wedding receptions, birthdays, and more. Come and enjoy our cinema hall and unisex saloon, all designed to meet your entertainment and grooming needs. Bring your family and let your kids splash around in our beautiful kids water park. We are located on Aroa Pakwachi Highway in the heart of Aroa City. Don't wait. Visit us on www.hotelconfidential.com or call us on 0761 688 181.
The government is commanded.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, This is Good Morning Uganda Extra.
Good morning, and thank you very much for being with us this morning on UBC TV. Welcome to the Extra, and this morning we are going to be discussing something very important. What is that? Acts of humanity. And with me I have Humanity First. Now Humanity First has a number of branches. I have a representative from Uganda and then another. But of course we'll get to know, and we are going to look so much more on the gift of sight. Now, what is Humanity First? What do they do when it comes to the gift of sight? What are we discussing? Just keep with us, because we need you, because someone needs us. And we need you because someone needs you too to help out. Please keep with us. Now, join me, welcome Abdu Chiwanuka, who is the Vice Chairperson, Humanity First Uganda, and the Director, Gift of Sight, Medical Lab Technologist Manager. That is his area of qualification. You're most welcome, Abdul.
Thank you very much.
And just next to me, I have Usama Shafiq Ahmed. He's with me, and he's the Director, Program of Humanity First, Germany. So I have Germany represented, and back home Uganda well represented. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Salam alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Now, very interesting guests I have, and I'll begin with here, Mohammed. When we talk about Humanity First, someone may be hearing it for the first time, but of course, here in Uganda, they have done so much, and a number of people know about Humanity First. But let's get it from you. Can you tell us a little more about this organization?
Yes, sure. Humanity First is an international humanitarian organization. And we are celebrating our 30 years anniversary this year. So it was founded 1995, and it has a historical background because at that time there was the war in Bosnia. And if you research a little bit, you will see that at that time in this war there have been committed many war crimes. And this was the point where the head of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community at that time, Hazrat Mirza Tahir Ahmad, rahimahullah ta'ala alayh, he urged his community members that we should have an organization helping people, but not only Muslims, but apart from religious backgrounds, ethnicity, just independent from it, to help everybody who needs help. So this is the mission of Humanity First, and at that time the first convoys were sent to Bosnia in order to help the people there. And there has been a lot of development since then, because at the beginning we focused on humanitarian aid, like in crisis or in natural disasters, but until now, in this 30 years of journey that we have passed now, we have developed to organization focusing on sustainable development cooperation projects, and we are active now in 8 programs. These programs deal with different sectors like healthcare or education, or helping vulnerable people of the societies. And yeah, we do it in 8 projects, in 8 programs, and I think we will talk more about it today.
Now, Chiwanuka, we know that Humanity First has 8 programs, but one of them is orphan care. Can you please give us more about this program, the background?
Thank you very much. Uganda as a country has had a very long challenge with the orphans, and this is not anyone's doing. Uganda being largely religious, we know death happens a number of times, and we cannot really decide what happens. So when it comes to that challenge and having a lot of orphans without young ones without their parents, with as young as 2, 1 year, 3 years, and these are young ones who would be already going to school, 7 years, 10 years, and then they are not catered for. So the stigma becomes so much when they lack anyone where they can press their shoulder or rest their head or whatever. So this is why Humanity First, under its project of orphan care, we resorted to ensuring that at least we do reduce on this burden, such that a life is given to these young ones. They get a chance that they can as well be called good names. They can as well not have the stigma. They can as well be cared for. They can as well have access to good education, access to good services at home. They can have a soft bed. They can have a warm bath. And this is why Humanity First, under its project of orphan care, we go out and get these young ones who don't have anyone to take care of, and then we house them, we take them to school, we dress them, we give them anything that anyone with a parent gets, such that at least they grow with that feeling of being proud of themselves, that feeling of being loved and never left alone with a lot of loneliness and regret and feeling small in our community, when they grow up knowing that they have equal opportunities just like others who have their parents.
Mm-hmm. Now, recently you inaugurated a new orphanage that is in Kabende. Please tell us about this and how the history to it, and of course how far have you moved into that?
Thank you very much. So it was during a visit of still the German team, Humanity First, German, and then when they came, and usually when we have our Humanity First meetings and discussions looking at the challenges our communities are facing, so we got, especially the German team, got so interested in the orphanage, because we are already having hundreds of orphans that we are taking care of. But we are taking care of them by providing the necessary requirements, scholastic materials, paying for them school fees, giving them clothes and all that, but when they are staying with their relatives. So when we had the visit from by our brothers from Germany, then they're like, oh, we can have an orphanage. And then say that these young ones, because the challenge was that some that were with their relatives, they were still not getting that touch of being loved. You know, when you're like a second class child or third class child, you know, most of the relatives are diverting the requirements that are given to these orphans, yet we want these orphans to even forget that they are orphans. We want them to live a life that is very equal to others, that is full of love, that is full of care. So we said, okay, let's have an orphanage, and then we have these young ones who are not having these, who are not being loved proper as they should be. We get them in an orphanage. We have trained personnel take care of them. People have done who have done social sciences, and then trained people, qualified people take care of them, such that how they sleep, how they eat, how they grow up, what they study, to ensure that at least these young ones have a perfect throw to life. And then in our meetings, we chose Kabende because of the need which was there, and it was a good place, very near to a school. So these young ones will not have to move long distances to access education. So for a number of years, they have where to stay, then they can go have an education. And this is how we ended up with Kabende, and then construction of the orphanage, and recently we had to inaugurate it, and by January we would be fully operational.
Now, Ahmed, you're the director, Humanity First Germany, and you oversee these programs. Now, tell us, what was your experience at the opening, and more about this home for the less privileged?
Well, the ceremony was very, very beautiful. I wasn't expecting this. I came there and I saw so many people joining this ceremony and taking part, and you could see that they are all very emotional about it. And it was all very well organized by our team of Humanity First Uganda. And the people there, they felt joy. And I could see it, even the politicians who came and the local community members, they appreciated this project so much, and they showed us that this project is important for them. I also learned from different people that not only this project of the orphanage, but the whole setup there, which has been made in the last few years with the school and the orphanage together, that this is really, really a great success and helping the people in Kabende. And they are really proud of it. And I felt very, very humbled and lucky to be there at this ceremony. And what was very important for me is also that we talked to the guardians of the orphans. And they have been a little bit skeptical about the orphanage. But as they got to know us and Humanity First and the kind of work we are doing and how we do it, they expressed that they are now certain that they can leave their children in this home and they are happy with it. So this was a very emotional moment for me, and it was very, very nice to attend this ceremony.
On that very day, you did carry out also other programs. So please tell us more about these programs.
Yes, we had several projects in this ceremony, mostly in our community care program. So one project has been that we helped widowed women to make a living for their families. So this is a principle in our projects. We call it Small Businesses Project. And the reason is that we don't want people to be dependent on us. We don't want to create dependencies. We want, want the people to stand on their own feet. And this is why we do this project in many different variations, depending on the country we are living in, depending on the ground reality. We try to give the people the possibility to have a small business, a startup, with which they can support their own families. And we did that at that day with 10 widowed women who were very happy that they can make a living for their family in the future.
Now, Chiwanuka, we know that there are a number of orphans that you support from this particular. Please throw more light into that.
Because when we look at the orphans that we take care of, because these ones in particular, the ones that are in below primary 7 and below, the young ones. And then, but we still have these, because we usually do identification of these orphans, and then when we ascertain that they are truly beneficiaries, like they are truly needy, and then we recruit them. So when we recruit them, we don't have a termination level that we shall take you up P7 and then that's it. So right now we have even other orphans who have joined secondary school, and we are still taking care of them. And what we do, besides paying school fees and other scholastic materials, we also check on them. Like we go physical and find out, because like Director has said here, that Humanity First is so much interested in capacity building. So when we give you any donation, we are so much interested in the extent to which it is benefiting you. So when we have any of these orphans recruited, we have regular visits to check on them, to find out how are they improving in life. Is it beneficial for them? Are there any other challenges that we can come in and try to improve? And it was because of those visits to these orphans that we realized that some of them were not actually getting the love that they deserve. And then we had to say, okay, these few that we identify, let's get them to an orphanage. And as well, we have arrangements to connect some to foster homes if there is any need on a situation like that is necessary and required, such that we have a long-term process and procedure of handling these young ones, such that they can grow well, loved and cared for. So this is all under orphan care to ensure that at least our long-term goals are achieved.
Now that this takes me back to the director, Humanity First Germany. Now that the orphanage is open and running, what next?
Yes, next will be that 20 children will join the orphanage. They will come beginning of January. And we have already done the setup. We held meetings with the staff that will work there. We already had very, very good conversations with them, also workshops, just to make sure that everything that Humanity First represents as an organization, our virtues and values, that they are really incorporated also by the workers of the orphanage. So everybody's ready to go. I think we can start in January with the first 20 kids, and then let's see. The capacity is 40, so there's still room to grow, and hopefully we will get 40 children as soon as possible in order to provide services to them.
Now, when you talk about Humanity First, briefly here in Uganda, what are some of those 8 areas, briefly the 8 areas that Humanity First has worked through?
We've talked of disaster relief as was the very first project that we started with, and even this very week we had a team run to Lambuli where a number of Ugandans have lost their properties, and we are, because these disasters don't go. Recently I was in Kapchora on our other project, Gift of Sight screening, but still landslides are there in Kweni and the different areas of Kapchora. And then we have Knowledge for Life. We have 2 institutions running. We have Budaka, Humanity First institution, and here we are equipping Ugandans with a skill. People, they are learning tailoring, they are learning plumbing, they are learning computer science and whatsoever, such that they are able to put something on their table after a few months of training. And then we have as well Chotela, where we are taking the secondary school. We have a secondary school, so from primary 7 or any other secondary level, they can join at very, very low prices, because some of the challenges is usually in school fees, and this is because the schools need to run, and then the operational costs and all that. Then Humanity First comes in with the donors to see that at least the infrastructures are put in place, whatever is needed to run the school is put in place, just the operational costs. And this is what in Budaka and Chotela, what the students they are paying, as low as 150, 200 Ugandan shillings, and then they're able to access education. We know in Uganda, people are paying more than 1 million shillings, 2 million shillings for just a term. So school becomes very hard for majority of our population. Then as well, we have food security, where we have our directors that go around mobilizing farmers in Uganda to ensure that they can train them better farming methods, and as well introduce them to other, we have new seeds, you know, and goats and cows, whatever we need to give them. And a very important aspect of food security is that this time around, when we have identified 5, 10 or 20 beneficiaries, and we are giving them, if they are planting seeds, if they are going to rear goats or cows, whatever, and we give them, we do the visits again. And the one we gave goats at one time, the second time we are visiting is giving back. So we are recruiting someone from being a needy person to a potential donor. And this is all the very main goal of Humanity First, that we are able to do capacity building within our people. All we need is just a small push and empowering our people that they can do it as well. Then we as well have Water for Life, and this one we've run, and it's the biggest project we have. We have a number of boreholes across Uganda. We have refurbished a number of wells, and people are getting access to clean water. And we know some of us here who have grown up in the villages, you have to walk for miles before you can get any water, and you have to get this water home before you go to school. So just imagine if Humanity First has come and put up a borehole, and where you don't have to wake up and fetch water, you have to wake up, just run to school. So the young ones in our next generation will be able to go to class when they are not frustrated, like many of us did, you know. And this is one of very small. When you look at it, a borehole, many people think it's a small thing, but the impact to the people who usually frequent these boreholes getting this kind of water is unmeasurable. So those are some of the projects we do. We have community care, where we donate beds, we donate a number of items to communities, to hospitals, and we give out, like if we have disabled individuals in our community, they just need a wheelchair to ease their movements, and many of them are creative. They're doing some work on for themselves. So community care as well covers some of those community needs.
Okay, and now Mohammed, you're the director of Humanity First, that is Germany. And we know you don't only work in Uganda, and you quite a number of projects. Please share more of other areas where you've ventured, or countries, and what exactly you're doing there.
So basically, since Humanity First Germany and Humanity First Uganda are from the same, is the same NGO, most of the projects are the same. But as you mentioned, we are working in many, many countries, over 35 countries now, and we are carrying out far more than 100 projects within a year. So, but I want to give you some numbers in order that you can estimate what our work is, how our work is, how much we put our output is. So within a year, normally we provide around 1 million people with food rations. We do boreholes and wells about 300 a year. And also we are running clinics and orphanages. Concerning the clinics that we are operating, just right now we are building a clinic in Chad. This will be an eye clinic, which will be inaugurated in January. And you see that there are a lot of projects which are managed by Humanity First Germany. So they are not just projects which end, but these are long-term projects. We have schools, we have polyclinics, we have eye clinics. We have many, many different institutions like optical centers, training centers for IT, language classes, food banks. So this is, these are some projects that we are doing, just that you can imagine. Yes, we are growing very fast, and I hope that we get the support of our donors in the future too.
Now, Chiwanuka, here you do a lot of projects in Uganda, but what have you done to ensure that even Humanity First, much as they come in and aid, the communities are self-sustaining after some time? Because many NGOs come, do things, but once they go, they don't leave the people with the ability to carry on. The next time you find a borehole that no longer functions, and they'll tell you this was by such and such an organization. But when you got a problem that requires maybe 50,000, 100,000, the entire money invested in there is wasted until one comes and steals off the metals, takes for scrap and all that. All for years it's there.
Thank you very much. I've been serving with Humanity First since 2019, and the main aspect of Humanity First, like I said, is capacity building. Right now, what Humanity First does, or what we are doing, and always what we do, is to ensure that we recruit everyone, whoever is involved in our activities, needs to know that Humanity First, the people out there, the needy ones, the misfortunate ones in our community, need him first. So we ensure that whatever we are doing, we don't do it as like director has told you, is coming from Germany, but whatever was done here in Uganda, he wasn't here. You get? So it's going to go back in German, and then the local team will remain. Being the vice chairman, I've not been in Kavende to ensure everything is taking place, because the local team is there. They understand their needs better than any one of us. It is the same that we are doing. When you look at what we are doing right now, currently as we are speaking, we're having gift of sight camp running. We are in Kapchora, we are in Bioregional Referral Hospital. Today we are in Butaleja. And the team that is screening there is the local team, the OCOs, the nurses of the very premises that side, and they are the people who know every one of them. And the way Humanity First operates, that we sell our idea to the people. We make sure that whoever we are going to work with is recruited, comes and joins the Humanity First family. We are working with village health teams, the health center ones, and these are the people who know their people the best. So they do the mobilization, and then they bring everyone on board. And then when they do, they know who is sick, who is not sick, who can afford, who cannot afford, and then they go through sensitizing them to ensure they bring them. And then when it comes to screening and everything, like you said, I am a medical laboratory scientific officer. I don't know anything about the eyes. All I know is what happens in the laboratory. So from the mobilization to get the people to the hospital to screening them, they are the local population. And then when they come for the surgeries, then that's when we are having the ophthalmologists of the very hospital. Right now, Dr. Rach and Dr. Bakaki of Mbayo Regional Referral Hospital are operating. And Dr. Rach right now should be in her leave. But usually before she goes for leave, she tells me if we are able to arrange, and then she's able to open up more eyes before she goes. And that's what makes her very happy, that let me open up as many as you bring. So it's usually what I'm able to mobilize that she's able to work. If you are bringing 100 of them, bring them. So right now I told her I'm bringing 400. She said, okay, you bring the 400. I work on them, then I go home. And this is what we do. So when tomorrow Humanity First is not around, Dr. Rach and the team, they'll be doing the same thing, because they have already been doing this, and they are members of Humanity First. And they are locals, they are Ugandans. In their very capacities, they know they can extend a hand to help out a needy.
Hamed, you're here this time in Uganda. One would want us to celebrate 30 years. What is that special gift that we have?
I didn't get your question.
You're in Uganda this time, and of course I know we are celebrating 30 years of Humanity First.
Yes.
Now, what is it that we have this time around? What is that big thing that you've carried for us?
Well, it's the orphanage, basically. But of course, we're using this visit in order to plan for more projects, right? We are in close communication with each other. Today I had the opportunity to talk to the vice chairman and discuss the further plannings, what we can do in order to improve the situation here in Uganda, and also getting to know the field reality. You know, we are sitting in Germany. We don't have access to that information that the team on ground has, and now it's time, after doing the project on the orphanage, it's time to plan new projects and see how we can best serve the people in Uganda. So this is our mission, and we will continue with it, hopefully also the next 30 years.
Now, that being your mission, going back to the orphanage, what in your view makes an orphan happy and successful?
Well, an orphan is successful when he is somebody who has the ability to think critical, when he is somebody who has a self-esteem, somebody who is not thinking about him being an orphan as a handicap or anything, him feeling loved, him being capable to unfold his potentials. So the work with orphans is, for us, not a technical thing. It's not about providing food or providing shelter. It's more that we want to build a relationship with the children. And through this relationship, through the love we are giving, we can bring them up as human beings who are capable to unfold their potentials, and this is what we are aiming for.
Now, going back to Chiwanuka, when you talk about Humanity First 30 years for Uganda now, what do we have there? What are we selling?
Thank you very much. 30 years of Humanity First since 1995, and right now having Uganda being one of the many countries that have an active Humanity First wing operating. And when we look at what we've accomplished, because Uganda, Humanity First Uganda started in 2007, and from 2007 we started with the Budaka institution and vocational institution, and right now we talk of Chotela Secondary School, we are talking of the Kabende Maswell Children's Home, and we are talking of hundreds of boreholes that we've opened. At least every year we have 5 to 10 new boreholes, and then we have over 20 refurbishments. It doesn't matter whether it's us who put it there, as long as the community needs it functional and we identify that, oh, this borehole used to function, now it's no longer functioning, we refurbish it. Like you said, a few items you change in here and people can access free water. Right now we are talking of the food security, where we have a farm full, open up a farm to ensure that at least we can grow most of these items, and then we are able to give them out to people such that we can cut down the costs. And then we are talking of over 800 cataract surgeries, successful surgeries. And this time around we are heading for 400. So that takes us to over 1,000 cataract surgeries done by gift of sight. And then we are talking of because yesterday we installed a new microscope, surgical microscope in the Bioregional Referral Hospital, a donation from Humanity First. And this is what we are doing in the 30 years of celebration with Humanity First. And then we are going to donate another endoscopy unit in the Bioregional Referral Hospital. We have a doctor who is landing. We've extended our relationship with many other branches of Humanity First. We have volunteering doctors that come here, specialists that come here and train our population, train our professionals, and as well offer their services. And right now we are still talking of the enlargement, like he has said that we've finished with all these programs. Now, what is next? Yeah. So Humanity First is expanding, and Humanity First wants every Ugandan in Humanity First. With a donation of 200 Uganda shillings, you're able to, 200,000 Uganda shillings, you're able to open someone's eye. With a donation of as low as 50,000, you're able to pay someone's school fees. Because Humanity First in the institutions that we have, we are not getting any income from them, because these are complete donations. So the 50,000 is able to do the operational costs. So when you donate that, you're giving someone a better future. So when all the Ugandans are able to join Humanity First and extend that helping hand, donate Humanity First, whatever you have, whatever you can, with about 150 or 200, you're able to give some transport means to a disabled person who just needs to access a marketing place, maybe to work on the shoes, or maybe as his kiosk or whatsoever, and to earn a living. You know, it's better than always looking for people who is hungry, I give you food, who is hungry, you know how other people do it. Humanity First doesn't do like that. We empower, we do capacity building. And we do this calling out to all the Ugandans that we are all potential donors. We are all that our community needs. We don't need anyone else to come and take out this burden. So the faster we understand this, then the better our communities will become.
In fact, that is very, very important. That yes, our brothers Osama will come in, but we need us as Ugandans to lead this. And I don't know what has been your experience with Uganda's generosity. What has it been like, Chiwanuka?
No, actually, to your surprise, many Ugandans have a good heart.
Oh.
Very good heart. And when you call out to them, like yesterday I was in Kapchura General Hospital, and I reached there for the first time. I'm seeing these village health teams. I'm seeing the OCOs who are there. And these people had managed to gather 1,000 patients to come and they screen them. You know, you can just imagine someone sitting on the reception and seeing 1,000 people. No break, because they had lunch at the end of the camp. So when again we look at the giving in their contribution and all that, Ugandans are very generous, and they can do it because many of them are doing it, and why not? But sometimes when people keep on getting misinformation, you know, gratitude is it's a natural requirement. It's a natural required response. When you do something, people usually they will need that gratitude. But when I get to see that what I donated is actually working, like I've told you, when we started most of the work we are doing, the numbers were few. In global health, we started with a few doctors, and right now we have other doctors calling in, and then they are like, we need to partner with you. Can we come and have our tent as well? We are like, you're very welcome. We are serving the very community, and we need as many as there can be volunteers to come and offer this service to the people. Because when it comes to health care and all that, we know you go to Mulago to say specialists, it's going to be very hard because the numbers are so many. You get?
Yes.
So you don't say that we don't have specialists in Uganda, but the numbers are so many. But when you get a specialist and he says, no, I'm volunteering, I'll transport myself to where the camp is, and I'm giving a day or two. And we've had these Ugandans sacrifice, and they come and they offer their services to the people. So it's just that we call out to all the Ugandans out there that haven't yet joined this cause. There's no much time we are going to spend to this in this world. But what we do, what we offer to others, what makes us happy is what is most important. But what you get to yourself, you want to acquire whatever you want to acquire, it's really not that helpful. But when you change the lives of others, that's what is most fulfilling.
Well, when you change the lives of others, that is what is more fulfilling. When you assist someone, these orphans, if you step in, when you look at the gift of sight, you don't know what that means. A person who had issues with sight and now they can see. When we talk about water for all, you know, these are programs that fellow Ugandans, you must stand with gift of sight to extend that arm. Now, coming back to you, Hamid, now let's look at humanity first, broader. I know you've been to Uganda, of course, Germany there, you're a whole director of this good program. What has been people's attitude towards giving? And also you look at what has been the strength of humanity first, that they are able to use this money right.
Well, you can see that Humanity First is running only through donations, okay? And
there's so much that you're doing.
Yes, there's so much that we're doing because it's not only the donations that we use. But I want to tell you about the donations because I feel it's very special. It's not like that there are people having a lot of money and they say, okay, I have some money spare here, you got it. People sacrifice in order to donate. I know a woman in Germany, she works a part-time job only in order to donate it, the whole money to Humanity First. So she's working like 20 hours a week and giving the whole amount to Humanity First in order to help other people. So it's a sacrifice she's doing, and there are numerous other examples for it. But as I said, it's not only the donations, but it is always the expertise that we are giving, our time that we are giving. As Vice Chairman Saab said, if there is somebody having a specialty, special knowledge, and he gives time and his specialty in order to help other people, this is what makes a change. So what we are trying to do is we try to do knowledge transfer into other countries, meaning especially in healthcare. You know, healthcare in Germany is very advanced, and there are certain techniques that can be taught here with different doctors. So every time doctors from Germany are coming in order to do projects, we gather local doctors and German doctors together. They work together, they learn from each other, and this is the thing, how we improve both. The German doctors improve their skills and the local doctors improve their skills. And we do it in numerous countries, and it's working very, very well. So I think it is the sort of how everybody who is joining Humanity First works together. This is what multiplies the effect of our help.
Okay. That is very interesting, working together. Now, I must let my guests go. But before I do that, I'll give each one of them a minute or two for your parting shot, beginning with Chuanuka.
Thank you very much. Just as I've always called out to our people, I am a medical personnel. I have my full-time job, but what makes me happy is when that old woman who has spent 5-7 years without seeing can see again. And when I get that, my day or my year is done. So to whoever is out there, support the cause. This is giving back. This is the real charity. This is the real sacrifice. Not how much you have, how much you can be able to spare, but how much can you sacrifice? How much can you let go? When you are having 2 meals or 3 meals a day, let 1 meal go, such that your neighbor is able to have at least a meal to last through the day. So this is what we call. And with Humanity First, like I've told you, we don't need millions of money. We don't need thousands of money. We just need a little donation. 50,000, you pay someone's school fees. With 200,000, you're able to give someone someone's sight back. With 10,000, a specialist is able to see a patient in a medical camp. So with only 10,000, and this is catering everything. And when we talk of 200, I usually speak so much of the gift of sight because I'm there. When I talk of 200,000 Ugandan shillings, I'm talking about pre-medication. I'm talking about the surgery. I'm talking about post-surgery. That all those reviews are covered in that amount plus the surgery. So this is how much that little amount can do. So whoever is out there, join the cause. Whatever you can spare from your table, you can be able to, can be used to save and change a life.
Well, save and change a life. Those very powerful words, to save and change a life. Now, Osama, as we move out of here, your final remark.
Well, I want to say that as human beings, we have a responsibility for each other. So it's not important what kind of religion you have. In every religion, it's taught that you have to care for another. And I want the people to experience it. If you sacrifice something and you see that you can do good deeds with it, you can help someone, you will feel a kind of pleasure that you never have felt before. And I promise you that if you try it, then you will want to do it again and again and over again. So try it, make your sacrifices, help other people, try to take responsibility, join us in our mission. It doesn't have to be with Humanity First, but with any other organization. Do it and try it, and you will see that it will make you happy and others too.
Well, thank you so much, gentlemen. And the call is there. Well, there's something on the screen that has been running. You must join this cause. If we hear people in some countries getting an extra job where all the earnings are going for charity, are going to save a life or make a life better, what about you there? Have the best of your day. May the good Lord bless you.